Jordan. I am on my way out, y'all. Y'all know how I do. You know what time it is. Got a half hour to get to my spot, South Highlands, and see if it's gonna bring me anything. You know, I try not to get into people's lives like that. Like, I'm not a do whatever it is that you want with your life. As long as you ain't bothering nobody else, as long as you ain't bringing harm to anybody else, do what you want to do with your life. But I be curious about some of the people that I live around and be wondering like how they can just sit on a step and just do nothing all day. Always wondered that. I cannot relate to that type of lifestyle. And you hit me with the, I'm unemployed, man. Listen, you can never hit me with that. Because when I was unemployed, I literally put in I made sure I put in 7 applications a day. 7 applications a day. You know what I would do? I put in 7 applications a day, and then the next day, before I put in my 7 applications, I would do follow-ups with the applications that I put in the day before, and then I put in another 7 the day after that, follow up with the applications I put in before that day, and I keep on doing it. And at the end of the week, on Friday, I would just spend a majority of my day just following up with applications that I put in for the week. That's what I did when I was unemployed. And it wasn't like I wasn't getting hit back for jobs. I was getting hit back for jobs that I just didn't want to do. Like, I was putting them in the back of my mind, like, these are last resort jobs. This is a dead-end job right here. You already know, like, when you're at a dead-end job, man. If your job got a permanent "we're hiring" sign outside, you had a dead-end job. If your job started throwing out around terms like competitive pay and all of that, you had a dead-end job. It's little things that these companies will do and say that'll let you know that you definitely don't. You see the ceiling. You can see the ceiling where that company is at. And granted, you know, I don't know what people's goals are. I don't know what people's goals are in life. If their goal is to be a manager, or go even above that and be a GM or a district manager or regional district manager, whatever. I don't know what people's goals are, but I'm just saying, in general, if your job has a permanent "we're hiring" sign, like some of the jobs is wild. Some of the jobs I have, like, it staked in the ground, "we're hiring." And how much hiring are y'all? What type of turnover do y'all have if y'all have a permanent "we're hiring" sign outside? And you guys start thinking, like, I mean, of course it looks appealing when you ride by, you see a "we're hiring" sign sitting outside on the lawn of some place that's hiring. I mean, you got to think deeper than that and think, yo, why do they have a permanent "we're hiring" sign out there? Y'all never have enough people ever. But those are things. I mean, I worked a lot. I worked in damn near every industry that you can think of, except for nautical stuff, things that's on the water, oil refineries and stuff like that. I worked in every other industry that you could possibly think of, and I've been through the ringer with doing different things. Listen, I've been around. What they say, I've been to the prom with my shoes on. That's what the old head said. I mean, I've been around. It's things like that I be thinking about, like, as I'm making this transition to move closer to home, I've been thinking about going back to working, corporate jobs or whatever. And I'm not particularly excited about it, but I know it's a means to get me up there. Just like I had to use the company that I was working for last, Parking, which is a hospitality company. I had to use them to get me down, to make sure that I was employed when I came down here, I might have to do the same thing in making my transition up north. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe get with a company that I used to work for, apply for something, interview. Hopefully they give me the job. Hopefully they offer relocation money. And I'll just go from there. And at least I'll have stable income, you know, when I get up there. I was reading on LinkedIn that the average median income for millennials in DC is almost $6,000 a month. The average income for millennials, for you to live in DC, you'll need to be making close to $6,000 a month. That's ridiculous. What's that, like $72,000 a year? Is that $72,000? Yeah, $72,000 a year. Ridiculous. $72,000 a year is good money. It's good money. I mean, it's starting to become bad money. It's starting to become the typical money that you need to be making. But I remember when $72,000 a year was good money. I remember when $50,000 a year was good money. If you made $50,000 a year, $55,000 a year, you did okay for yourself. Those days are behind us. People have to like bend backwards to make good money now, you know, and they have to work 3 jobs to make good money, maybe even 4 jobs to make good money. Unless you come up with a unicorn, you come up with some once-in-a-lifetime idea that can kind of put you ahead financially. Or even if you don't, if you come up with a viable business plan that's just that you know can produce revenue on a consistent basis, even if it's something small, something real, you know, something small but needed, a service that's needed. My boy, my friend, my boy Ace down here, you know, him and his girlfriend have a little business where they have like he's learning how to DJ, and she has like, they got the moon bounces and stuff like that. And, you know, they can have disposable income, or have supplemental income actually, just doing parties. Somebody's birthday is every day. Especially kids. Kids are being born every day. Somebody's birthday is every day. Anyway, y'all, like I said, I'm out here. What the heck? I think the camera, this thing is hanging lower than usual. I'm like, why do you see my hand? My hand look all huge in the camera and everything. That's because this thing is hanging way lower than usual. Y'all have in the comment section, let me know what y'all up to today. South Highlands about to get beat up for a few hours. And then I might take tomorrow Riverdale night shift for a couple of hours. And that's pretty much it. I gotta update my LinkedIn information. Still haven't heard back about the GameStop stuff. I guess they're not even, maybe it's not launching today. Maybe that was a false alarm. Hit me up. Peace.